I'm Cheryl Johnson of Cheryl's Catering, and today I'm really excited to be baking with Little Miss Rose, who has developed her own muffin recipe. It's called Rose's Oat Muffins. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you developed your muffin recipe?
Putting some flour in and oats and some butter in a bowl, and I made oat muffins. I hope you use this recipe.
Okay, we're going to show everyone how to do it. So are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the first ingredient?
Flour, Mommy? Flour.
Flour, okay.
And we need a spoon too.
Oh, okay.
It's a wood spoon.
So this recipe looks like it says 1 cup of whole wheat pastry flour, huh? Ooh, there we go.
You might want to double the amount. So
Okay.
that's when you do 2.
Okay, so you just dip it in like this?
Yeah, just
Kind of shake it level, maybe, like that? Just
want to double the amount?
Would you? Okay, is that how much to fill one pan? A muffin pan? Okay, we'll double the amount. So this is going to make approximately 12 muffins. Okay? 2 cups of flour.
Let's make some little ones too, okay, Cyril?
What's the next ingredient?
Oats.
How much?
I think 2.
2 cups of rolled oats?
Yeah, if these are, I think they're...
Are those oats?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. How can you tell?
Because how to say...
Put 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to do 1 more, it looks like the recipe says. Okay. You can get in there, can't you? Okay, tip it up.
That's half.
But we can put a little more in there.
Okay.
Like that.
Oops, I forgot. Let's wash my hands.
Yes, we could have the muffins for tea. I think that's an excellent idea, Rose. Okay, put in the 2nd cup of put in the 2nd cup of oats.
I will.
2/3 of a cup of sugar. So that's about that much there. Okay.
I think we need this sooner.
Okay, yep, we do. We need 2 teaspoons. She's gonna get a little teaspoon of baking powder. Put it right in. What's the dolly's name?
Emily.
Emily. Hi. Okay, Emily has helped. Thank you, Emily. And what else do we have? Some baking soda.
You forgot to screw the lid on.
Oh, yes, we must put things right away when we're finished, huh?
And I was there to remind
Oh, I
you.
am so glad you were there. I don't know what I would have done. Okay, so then we have, this is baking soda, right? And that's 1 teaspoon.
That's the same teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of baking soda, very good. And we have 1 teaspoon
of salt.
Now we have milk. It looks like 1 full cup of milk.
Here, so it's
Okay. Would you like me to pour the milk?
Yeah, I'll help you.
There we go. 1 cup of milk, right? Right in the bowl.
1 cup of milk.
And 2 eggs.
Yeah.
Do you know how to crack an egg?
I don't really want to, okay?
Do you want? How about if I do it with you?
No,
Watch
how
this.
about you do it?
I think you can do
No,
it.
I don't
You just crack the egg on the
I
side.
don't want to.
Okay.
You can just crack them.
Okay, then I'll do it 2-handed. Watch this. Ready?
Ah. Oh.
How's that?
Good.
All right. And then you stir it all up with 1/3 of a cup of oil. I'll measure out 1/3 of a cup. This looks like 1 cup. Okay, there's your oil. It's like we're using safflower oil today, is that right?
I shouldn't have to hold this bowl. Yes, I do.
Would you like me to hold it while you stir?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. That's really good.
Give it a nice good stir. You see that? It looks like we bake them at 350 degrees.
Get the big ones, okay?
Okay. And do some big ones.
I'll have to butter it a little more.
Okay. And I'll stir this a little more to get all that flour incorporated in.
I think these ones are much harder and you should do the big ones.
I'll do the big one.
They're much tougher.
Okay. Butter tastes better, doesn't it, than vegetable spray?
Yeah. What is that?
We have scoops.
Ooh, that's easy. I'll get the white one and you'll get the black
Okay,
one.
the little one is for the little muffins and the bigger one is for the bigger muffins. So which one would you like to do, Rose?
The little ones.
Okay.
And then the big ones.
Okay, so we'll put these right here. We'll let Emily take a look while you're doing it. And you just go ahead and scoop a scoop. Do you know how to work a scoop?
Oopsie.
Here, let me show you how to scoop.
No, I can do it.
But you dip into it
Yeah.
and scrape it on the side of the bowl. And then you just let it go. You have to do this into the thing.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead now, do that. There, you did it. You got it, Rose. You're a natural. So do you bake these muffins for your family
Yeah.
at home?
Oops, I'm trying to get it totally just.
Scrape it on the side of the bowl. Like that, yeah. Okay, now put it right over the thing and click. Just like that. Got enough? Okay, you know what? I think we're done. And now what do we do? What happens
Put them in
next?
the oven.
Put them in the oven. At what temperature?
Oh, good.
350 degrees. And you cook them until very lightly brown. I would estimate maybe 12 to 15 minutes. Ready to put them in? Would you like me to put them in for you? Be careful of the side of the oven. It's very hot. Use your fingers. Center it on the rack so it cooks evenly. Close the oven. Something smells good.
Something smells
Oh, it
good.
looks like the little ones are done. Be very, very careful. Don't burn yourself. Got them. All right. And we'll close the oven. Just put them on the counter to go. Wow, Rose, those look really good. So we have some tea and muffins. All right. So this is Rose's special recipe muffins. I hope you enjoyed cooking them with us, and I hope you make them at home. And thanks for watching Kitchen Creations, and we'll see you next time. Wave bye, Rose. Bye. I'm Cheryl Johnson of Cheryl's Catering, and today we have Rose cooking with us. And what are we going to make today, Rose?
Pretzel shapes.
Pretzel shapes. How about that? Do you have your hands washed and
Yeah.
clean and ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Okay, so what we have is some yeast, right? Show us the yeast. 2 teaspoons
Oopsie.
of yeast. Go ahead and put it in, and we have some warm water. We're going to mix the warm water.
And it has to have lots of bubbles and get cloudy, and if it doesn't have enough bubbles, then it's not alive.
Right, it won't be alive unless you see bubbles in there. And what's going to make the bubbles bubble? What does the yeast need? Yeast needs something else.
Honey or sugar.
Honey or sugar to activate the yeast. That's called activation, right? And we're going to put in 1 tablespoon of honey. And then we'll put in 1 tablespoon of salt. Okay, go ahead, Rose. 1 level tablespoon. Okay, that looks good. It seems like a lot of salt, but you really need it for the recipe, right? And we'll stir it all up.
I can do this right.
Okay, you can stir. Right, and then we're going to wait how long for the yeast to develop?
5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes.
Is the yeast ready yet?
Boy, it sure looks like it. You can see that there's little bubbles forming. The yeast is definitely active. See those bubbles? That means we're ready to put in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, Rose, we have some whole wheat bread flour, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how much of that are we going to put in?
2 cups.
2 cups. You have a cup ready, you get another cup, and then I'm going to put in some regular pastry flour and 2 cups of that. I have a half a cup, so I'm going to put in 4. Very good. 3 and 4. It doesn't have to be quite exact because you can always add a little more water if the dough tends to get stiff, right? Go ahead and stir. And that's basically it for the dough recipe. Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a whole lot
But
of
you need to get all
ingredients.
the flour mixed in.
Mix all the flour in. Make sure it's all mixed up real good. Do you think we need a little more water in there?
Yeah, it's getting really tough.
All right, I'm gonna put some more water.
I think it's time for my hands.
Just a little bit more water.
And my hands.
And then, okay, you're gonna squish it up with your hands? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll hold it for you. Oh yeah.
With the sugar.
No, we put in the honey. We used honey instead of sugar. And you just mix it up with your hands, huh?
When it gets too tough.
You know what they say? Fingers were invented before utensils.
Yeah.
Okay, and then once it gets all mixed up, oh look, it's clinging together in a big ball of dough, right? Okay, so is it all gathered up into a nice dough ball or dough wad?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Why don't you show it to the camera? Pick it up and just show it. There we go. Yeah. So if you want to get the dough off your hands, you just sprinkle a little flour on your hands and then rub them together over the bowl, and then you don't waste any dough, right?
Not much.
Not much. Okay, so now we're going to knead the dough. So what I'm going to do is take a damp cloth and put it down on the counter, and that keeps the cutting board from slipping while you're kneading it. It keeps it right in place. So here's the dough. Grab the dough out of the bowl, and you might have to put a little flour, oil or flour?
Oil.
Oil, okay. Put a little bit of oil down.
And it's hard for rolling, so do half oil.
Is it? Okay, just like this? Okay, we'll use another cutting board for rolling. Okay, go ahead and knead the dough. Show us how to knead. Everybody needs a little dough. Ooh, you punch it, you work it. You're really beating it, Rose. And that's how you knead bread dough. You just work it. Right?
Yeah.
You showing that dough who's boss? Yeah. Can I knead it a little while?
Yeah.
All right.
How about you
Let's
get
go
half?
like this. Oh, me get half and you get half? All right. Cut it in half. And we're gonna just knead.
You'll see soon who's the boss.
Who's the boss of this dough? You or me?
Both.
The way to knead bread dough is to use the heel of your hand and kind of squish it with your heel and give it a little bit of a turn every time you knead it. And that's the generally accepted way of kneading bread dough, although you can do what Rose is doing and smack it and pull it and do whatever you want with it. But any activity will activate the gluten in the yeast dough, which will make it more elastic. And when it gets elastic, it doesn't stick anymore. And it will get little fine blisters on the smooth surface. When you see that, you know your bread dough is about ready to be put in the pan and rise. What kind of shape are you going to make?
A snowman.
You're going to make a snowman? What else can you make?
A teddy bear.
Teddy bear, that
And
sounds
little
cute.
cakes.
Little cakes.
You could make numbers or letters.
You can make numbers or letters. You can make animals.
You could make your name.
You could make your name. That's
and
a
your
good one.
favorite number.
All right, well, let's make some shapes. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but we'll find out.
You could make a teddy bear like a big round thing and then...
Would you like me to make a teddy bear? So the basic premise would be to try to make shapes that are the same thickness and size basically because they need to bake evenly. So if you have one that's really large and one that's really small, they won't bake so even. So this is my teddy bear. They're gonna rise when you.
I know.
Before you bake them, right?
I'm gonna make a cake instead.
Okay, make a cake instead. See, you have feet, right? A little round like that. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. While you're finishing up your shapes, I'm gonna grease the baking pan.
What's that? Just oil?
That's a vegetable spray, oil spray. It sprays out of the can. This is so easy, even a dolly can do it. What do you think, Rose? Are they ready for rising?
We first have to brush them with the egg white and salt them.
Gonna crack the egg, Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Use 2 hands. Very good.
Oh, no.
Whip it up real good. Faster and faster. Yeah, we put a little bit of water in to make it what you call an egg wash. And now you're just brushing the pretzels with a little bit of egg. Now we better have our salt ready, huh? Sunshine. Okay, now it's time for the salt. The oven's hot and ready to go, and we're going to put our lovely pretzel shapes into the oven. Would you like to put them in the oven, Rose? Okay. Okay, Rose, here they are. Go ahead and put them right in.
The top is best.
Got your little oven mitts on so you won't burn yourself. Close the door. That was a closing of the door.
And the princess of cooking.
And now we're going to cook them for 15 minutes or until brown. Because the thickness varies in the shapes that you make, you may want to cook them a little shorter or a little longer. So it's up to you. You just need to watch them and see how they go. Well, Rose, you think they're about ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. Whoa. They look done. Okay, do you think you can get them out? Very good. Put them up on the counter.
Phew.
Are they done?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Because they're brown.
Yeah. Can you eat some?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and look what we have here. Beautiful. All right, let's go cheers. Thank you, Rose, for this wonderful recipe. That was really great. I'm really enjoying this. And thank you so much for sharing my kitchen with me. We'll see you next time on Kitchen Creations. Bye-bye.